Creative Tourism Network, it's an international organization that gathers destinations from all over the world. It can be small villages, metropolis, regions that are really acting, that have the volunteer to attract this new kind of visitors that have the interest to experience a destination. I mean, not just to visit it, but to have some participative interaction with the locals. So through the organization, we really help them to find the target. We are working, as I told, with very different destinations. This morning, we were presenting an update of this sector, and we had three different destinations, like the island of Ibiza, the region of Tuscany, and Lollet, which is a city in the south of Algarve. Three destinations that doesn't have anything in common, but they are fostering this tourism, and they can offer the visitors, for instance, ceramic workshop, cooking classes, dancing, traditional dances workshops. So in this way, they are really networking and working together in order to generate mobility of this new kind of travelers. Well, in Ibiza, it's precisely very curious because we have this image of Ibiza very focused on nightclubs and summertime, and precisely the program Ibiza Creativa is created to give another kind of experience of the island. People can go there on the low season especially and work with the artists in the countryside. They can have artistic retreats. They can make some underwater video workshop, and as well, they are interested in the theme of DJs and nightclubs. They can be themselves DJ by following a training for 2-3 days and then acting in a nightclub in Ibiza. That's very interesting in this sense. We have more and more destinations, which is good. And this morning, by the way, we did a conference on the updates of this new tourist trend, which means that it is evolving very quickly, positively, and inclusively. And well, we are developing destinations in all the continents, each one adapting to its own context. And the novelty we are observing from this sector is that it's not only to create a segment to attract more and very kind of different tourists, but also for the destination to be a tool for territorial development and a tool of governance in the way it enables to empower the local communities. It is a very sustainable tourism. It gives the opportunity to train all the local operators to this new kind of tourism. When we started only with felt identified with this kind of tourism, well, the romantic travelers, these budding artists who were traveling all over the world in order to practice their passion. They used to travel lonely, and to go to Tuscany in order to paint. Now it is really a trend that is extending to, we could say, quite all the segments, and could perfectly be combined with MICE tourism. I mean, congresses that go in a fair or in a conference and participate in a wine tasting or in a cooking class just after the professionals meeting. It can be extended to quite all the segments. So that's the reason why most of the destinations are now including them in their offers. It's becoming more mainstream, actually, and that's the reason why we from the Creative Tourism Network are acting very closely to the destinations in order to help them to work in the best way and to work on the best practices, not to make some mistakes and just consider as experience another kind of touristic products, just to change the name. So we have created the Creative Tourism Awards that will be revealed in the WTM in order to reward all the best initiatives that are developing in this field and not produce another mainstream tourism.